Hi guys, this is Eyebrow and welcome to my channel. If you're new, please do subscribe. Today we are going to do a tutorial on how I do my eyebrows. Yes, I've had lots and lots of requests to do an eyebrow tutorial. My cousin Anita asked me, she was one of the people that asked me, so I'm dedicating this tutorial to my cousin Anita. If you want to know how it goes, please stay tuned. So, to do my eyebrows, I'll need some items. Yes. First off, I usually use two eyebrow pencils. One for my borders and one for filling in. For the borders, I'm going to use Perfect Line from Glams. And then for filling in, I'm going to use a Define A from Maybelline. Yes. And then I will also need a concealer. I'll be using the LA Girl concealer. I will also need a spoolie to brush my brows through and put everything in place. I will also need a concealer brush for my brows. Yeah, to carve. And then I will need a flat foundation brush to blend everything out so that I don't have that harsh colors on my brows. So now, let's get started. To start off, I am going to brush my brows out and put it all in place with my spoolie. Brush it all out, and fix the edges so that it will be easy for me to do my brows. Yes. Again, I will use the Glam's Perfect Line for my borders, as I said earlier. That's what I'm going to use for my borders because that one has a lighter shade. So I'm going to use that for my borders. To start, I'm going to draw a line from my arc, to the end of my brows. My arc. Draw a straight line. Just like that. From my arc to the end of my brows. Now this line is going to serve as a connecting line for any other line I draw. From the bottom line and then the top line, it's all going to connect to this particular line that I have drawn. So I'll draw my bottom line now. I like to do short strokes with lining or carving. This way I can correct any mistakes I may encounter. And then I connect this line to the connecting line. Just like that. Nice and easy. As you can see. To my top brow, I'm not going to start at the edge because it's going to give me a block. I want it more natural, so I'm going to start somewhere around here and then draw it all out. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Do the arc and then connect it to that particular line that I drew. So as you can see, all the lines are connected to that one particular connecting line that I drew in the beginning. So this one makes it easier to get your arc, for me to get my arc actually. Now, I'm going to use the Maybelline Define A eyebrow pencil. This one has more intensity when it comes to the color. So this one is more darker. So I'm going to use that to fill in my brows. I'm going to start in the middle and then take it all the way to the back. Because I want a more natural look, I'm not going to bring it to the front. Just from midsection to the end of my brows to shade it up, fill it in. Yeah. Now for the front of my brows, I am going to go back with a Perfect Line from Glams to draw strokes that can look like, to mimic my brow lines. Just like that, because I want that place more natural color. So a lighter shade is perfect for this. Just fill that place in. Just like that. Yeah, so now when you're done drawing, we're going to go in to carve. I'm using LA Girl foundation concealer, sorry, in a shade Fawn to do my carving with my brow concealer brush. Carve it out just nice and easy. So we're gonna go. I do this so I can get any excess product off of the brush to make it easier to clean in case there's any excess product. Then I go in, start carving my brows. This one too, I like to do short strokes. It makes it easier for me to correct any mistakes I may have made rather than using a long stroke. That one, it gets a bit difficult correcting the mistakes. So I carve my brows just like how I have filled in my brows, just like that, to give it that crisp look. I want my brows very crisp, so I blend the foundation out to make it all even, just like that. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Blend it all out and try to carve more if I see that some place need more attention. Blend it out, blend out the foundation, just like that, nice and easy. Now we're going to do the top. I do the same thing just to get any excess concealer off of the brush, and then I'm going to carve. This side I might do more of a long line because the top of it I can see it doesn't need a lot of attention, just because I have already brushed it off with a spoolie. It's all out nice and easy. So I'm going to carve it down. This side I'll do short strokes just so I don't make any mistakes. Then bring it down just like that. Then I'll blend the foundation, the concealer. Why do I keep saying foundation? Blend. You can actually use a foundation though. You can actually use a foundation, but I prefer to use a concealer to give it that crisp look. Blend it out. Just give it a more crispness. Blend the concealer in. Spread it all out to conceal any mistakes you may encounter. I'm gonna conceal it away. You can go back if you think there's any mistakes in the brow. You can actually go back. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, now I'm going to take my flat foundation brush and then blend the concealer into my skin, because I don't want to have that harsh concealer look when I apply my foundation. I want it all to blend in nice and easy. So I'm using the foundation brush to blend the concealer in to make it look a bit more natural. Just like that. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. As you can see, the concealer has blended it into my skin. Now I take my spoolie and I brush the start of my brows to make it more natural, so I don't have that block, and then I take it all the way to the back, just like that, nice and easy. Brush the hair out, nice and easy. Go back with the foundation brush to blend out the concealer into my skin. So as you can see, my brow is done. Crisp, simple, easy, nice. So I'll go ahead and then I'll do my other brows and I'll be back. So now my other brow is done. As you can see, I have both brows is done. So easy, simple, and nice, crisp, very crisp, nice and easy. There's one way I do my brows. Yes. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, comment, share with all your friends. Leave a comment down for me, I'll read, and then I'll see you again next week. See you. Bye bye.